Let God take it from you. Yes, let God take it from you. I was reading the story of the young rich ruler in Mark chapter 10, right? And the young rich ruler, he comes to Jesus. This is started from verse 17 in Mark chapter 10. He comes to Jesus. Peep this. Remember what I'm telling you. He fell to his knees. Remember that. He fell to his knees. And then he asked Jesus, what can he do to inherit eternal life? Jesus asked him if he kept all the commandments. He said, yes. And then Jesus asked, sell your possessions and follow me. And he couldn't do it. And from this story, it looks like Jesus is being a tyrant. Like, why would he ask the rich young ruler to sell his possessions? But I found out from this story that a love language of Jesus, one love language of God, is called taking. And I know it's very contrary to the love languages that we see every day with human interactions. But if God loves you, he'll take from you. A lot of people just talk about how Jesus asked the young rich ruler to sell his possessions, right? And we talk about how the young rich ruler couldn't do it. But what we don't notice before is in verse 21 of Mark chapter 10, it says, Jesus looked at the man and loved him. And then he asked the man to sell his possessions. Jesus made sure to love the man first and made sure the man could recognize that love. And then he asked the man to leave the very thing that was keeping him from Jesus. Because if God loves you, he'll take from you. That's one of his love languages. So if God will never ask somebody to leave something if you haven't experienced his love first. So the very fact that he's asking you to leave a thing or a person or something is because he's giving you the love. He's giving you the empowerment. And that empowerment is love for you to remove yourself from that thing. If God is, I'm telling you right now, if God is asking whoever's watching this video for you to leave something, he's not doing it just because he wants to control your life or just because he wants to be a tyrant and he doesn't want you to have any. No, he's doing it because he loves you. If God didn't love you, he'd leave you the exact same way you are. If he did not love you, he'd leave you the way you are. But God knows that in your truest and rawest version of yourself, it's the you that's not attached to anything outside of his will. Now watch this. Remember, I told you guys to remember that the young rich ruler, he fell to his knees and then he asked Jesus, what must I do to inherit eternal life, right? And then we look down in Mark chapter 10, starting at verse, let's say 25. Jesus says, in fact, it's easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich person to enter the kingdom of God. So this eye of a needle that Jesus is talking about here, it's not the little tip of a needle. It's a gate in Jerusalem, and it was a very tiny gate. And camels would go through this gate. Merchants and people would put like their goods and possessions on the camel's back because, you know, camels have those little lumpy backs. And so for the camel to go through this gate, right, this tiny gate called the eye of a needle, the camel would first have to get on its knees, just like the rich man got on his knees, remember? And the camel would have to have everything that was on his back taken off of him just so he can fit through this tiny gate. So Jesus says it is harder for a rich man to enter the kingdom of God than for a camel to go through this tiny gate called the eye of a needle, because a rich man has to allow whatever is attached to him to be removed from himself. And a lot of rich people, a lot of people in general that have things attached to them, they don't want to leave it. So Jesus is saying it's easier for a camel to let go of these things than for people. So the first step was to get on the knees, right? The camel, in order for the camel to go through the gate, it had to get on his knees first. And just like the camel, the young rich ruler actually did that. If you look at verse 17, I told you, remember, he got on his knees. It says he came to Jesus and knelt down. So that was the first process. And I know a lot of you can do the first step too. You know how to worship. You know how to get on your knees. You know how to pray. You know how to reverence God. You know how to get into your Bible. But a lot of us can't do the second step. A lot of us can't allow the things that are being attached to us to be taken from us by God. So the young rich ruler, he could get on his knees, but he couldn't allow the things that was attached to him to be taken. He couldn't allow the things that was attached to him to be taken to fit into this tiny little gate. And that's why I started this video with let him take it from you. Because the very fact that God is trying to take something from you is because he loves you. It's not because he's a tyrant and he wants to not have you have any pleasure. No, it's because he loves you. It's the people that understand God the most and that love God the most that he's took the most from, because that's his love language. I'm telling you. And this video is not to tell you that God doesn't give, he doesn't provide. He loves giving too, but sometimes first he has to take so that you're ready to receive, if that makes sense. The Bible says, for God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten son. A lot of people can't accept that gift though because they have so much stuff attached to them. Not saying that you need to remove things to accept Jesus, but sometimes it's the very things that you hold over your head as idols that is actually keeping you from accepting God's love and accepting Christ. And that's why Jesus looked at the young rich ruler and said, in order for you to follow me, you need to drop this money, drop this possession.
All right. Welcome to the Truth Juice Podcast, where we got to tell the truth. We squeeze it all out, and we label it as juice. I'm one of your hosts, Uncle Stu.
I'm Hesitation.
Zay.
I'm just Gio.
Yes, this is our guest.
Yeah,
Gio.
welcome, Gio.
Woo! Finger snaps.
Finger snap. Before we start, I just
Okay,
want to
we're
let y'all
doing
know.
snap.
Hey! Before we start, I just want to let y'all know that Uncle Stu does not know how to lava lamp works.
Yeah, we just taught Uncle
Let y'all
Stu
know.
how a lava lamp works.
We took it off and he was flabbergasted that there was a light bulb in here.
Bro, how does light come from the bottom? I thought it was like a pressure cooker at the bottom, bro.
Pressure cooker?
How? You know it's
pressure
glass,
cooker.
right? It's just a hot light bulb.
That's just glass? All right, let's not get into that because we are going
Also, pop culture.
Oh man, they bringing all the off-screen stuff on screen. It's crazy.
Here it comes. The group is breaking apart, man. I can tell that there's tension.
We don't have to get into it. Just make fun of Stu because he doesn't know what pop culture means.
Don't know what
All right,
pop
we can
culture
move
is.
on. We can move on.
Gio, what's up, Gio?
What's up, everybody? Hey, glad to be on the Truth Juice. My
Yo.
boy Stu, Hezzy, and
Zay.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Yeah,
Y'all couldn't tell. They
Oh.
just met.
yeah. Don't worry. We probably met like a week ago. Shook
Yeah,
hands,
maybe, probably.
and that was like the gist of it. So
That was it.
That was
So don't excuse me on that one.
Where you from, though, Gio?
Yeah, I'm from Grand Rapids, Michigan. You know, shout out to
She's from
Michigan,
city.
second biggest city in Michigan. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no Detroit, we the other one. So
All right, all
Nice.
right. And so, what made you come to our church, bro?
see, I got a little story for you when it came to the church. So me, I was I guess I'll just start from the beginning. I was dealing with lust. Yep. As some of all of us deal with.
Right.
And what it was, I started on YouTube. I was watching Isaiah Saldivar. You can always check out his YouTube channel. No shout outs over here. But Isaiah Saldivar, basically he had a deliverance map. You know what deliverance is? Just to give you the easy explanation, deliverance is equivalent to Protestants, and then you got the Catholics, and then Catholics have exorcisms, Protestants have deliverance. So there you go, the equivalent right there. So they had deliverance at the church. I got in contact with, I don't even remember her name, but her husband's name was John, and they were talking about the deliverance, and we talked about it a little bit. And they had like a whole sheet for me to fill out, but that's how I found a church. Isaiah Saldivar has a map of deliverance churches, and the church, and this church was on there, and I was like, oh, well,
Was that
Really?
John and Lauren?
Johnny Lauren, yeah, Lauren.
Oh,
yeah. They made her
okay.
longer to me.
Shout
They made her
out to
longer
John
to
and
me.
Lauren.
Yeah, so Johnny Lauren.
I'm caught up. I was
Shout
confused
out
there for
Isaiah
a second.
Saldivar, too, gang.
Yeah,
Absolutely,
and
yeah.
I came down over here to try to get delivered, but never happened because I still got to get married. You know, your brother out here trying to get our life better, one step at a time. We are engaged and all that, so we gonna get married. You know,
Oh, nice.
Congratulations.
thank you,
nice,
thank
man.
you, thank you. And
Oh, we went to the wedding. All right, never mind.
Let's let him continue.
yeah. Don't worry. If we got another spot for you, Hezekiah, you know what I'm saying? We gonna get you in
It's all right.
there.
It's all right.
I mean, Stu was already invited.
Oh.
But, you know,
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Oof.
yeah. No competition though. No competition.
Oof.
Oh, we about to make it competition.
Yeah. So
I won't
maybe
take it personal.
he can bring you like a +2 or something. You know.
But also, so life in Grand Rapids, how was life growing up in Grand Rapids? Because I'm not even from the city, so.
Man, this city is it's not as bad. So they say we got like I grew up mostly in the hood. You already know how it is in the hood. If you you know, African American, black, whatever it is, you grow up in the hood. But our hood's not really that bad. They shoot every once in a while. People don't really get shot though.
They're just keeping the rent down.
They kind of violent, but they not so violent where it's like Detroit or it's like
They
Gary,
take a break
Indiana.
on the weekends.
You know what I'm saying? like you
They try to do family
You
time.
could go to the gas station.
They keep the
and-
Sabbath, you know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? You might not get harassed. Our hood ain't really like dangerous. You get more danger from a random dog than you will seeing like a group of gangsters hanging out on the street. But they are dangerous. Don't antagonize.
I won't come for you. So.
As long as you don't wear no rival colors, you fine.
And then even in school, as I was growing up in high school, people was like repping gangs that, in school you don't really know nothing about the gangs. You just say like, oh, we gangster disciples, they throwing up hand signs, oh, I'm blood, they throw up hand signs because it's cool, it just looked cool in our culture, in our school. And I was never really into that. I was kind of lame in school. I was the lamest person that I remember in school. And just to give you an idea, I was quiet most of the time, and I was just trying to get my grades in. And but it was so funny is all my friends, they was kind of hype. They was kind of hype in school. So from elementary to high school, we had a riot my first day in high school, and I lost. I think I had like 8 or 7 friends, and I think all of them got expelled in the riot.
Wow.
But it took me a year to realize, because I had finally looked around one day. I was like, dang, where are all the people I used to hang out with at? I was like, oh yeah.
I hate that for the black community though.
Yeah.
It's like trauma is looked at as like cool, like, oh, you got this many dead homies and stuff like that. Like, why is that so cool? And so I agree with you 100% on that for sure.
Yeah, it's not.
I don't know if y'all have ever experienced
No,
that.
yeah, definitely. Like back when I was in high school, it was like looked down upon to be smart. Like trying to do good in school, you were like a nerd. So
I still talk white.
yeah. So like if I tried to like,
Ryan says me too.
He said, I'm one.
so if I even tried to like pay attention in school or like do my work, it's like look at this nerd
Look at him.
trying to better himself. I was like, all right, I'm sorry.
Okay. My bad. G, my bad.
Yeah, so I got all those excuses. I was the one that was like, man, he probably gonna date a white girl, all that stuff like that. And I was intelligent. I wouldn't say I was intelligent, but the classes was kind of easy. You just had to do the work. I mean, they weren't that hard. Even though my graduating class only had 50 out of 250 students or 300 students, only 50 people graduated, and then only 11 of them were actually males. The other 48 was all the females. So I thought we was all doing good.
So you had a lot of narratives placed on your life, huh?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, all the negative ones.
How did you overcome narratives that were placed on your life, like saying, hey, this is Gio? How did you overcome those narratives?
So I didn't beat the allegations at all. I just I fell right into. I kept talking white. You know what I'm saying? It didn't matter to me. I was just like, hey, it is what it is. But then later on, I think I got clarification. It was just like, just more educated on the words. And I like big words. You know what I'm saying? It's fun to throw out the
What's
big
the
words.
biggest word you know?
Man,
Spew it out right now.
hippopotamus. Stop playing with me, man. No, I'm just
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
movies don't count.
Dang, Mississippi. Is that a word? I don't know.
Mississippi?
Spell it. Go ahead.
MISSS.
Nah.
M-I-I-S-S.
Cricket letters?
You spell it.
I'm not gonna spell
Exactly.
it. I'm too tired.
No, okay.
Come on, you
James Bond.
didn't play Def Jam? You know, what's his name? The one from Mississippi, the one rapper, Def Jam from Mississippi.
Oh, you're talking about the video game. I think.
Oh, you played Def Jam?
Yeah, he used to say it when I'm from the M. I, Kool-Aid, I, humpback, I, make you wanna, yeah.
Sound like something like T.I. or something like that.
Is this a start to a Pitbull song? What
This
is
is Bone
happening?
Crusher. Bone Crusher used to do it. That's what it was.
I don't even know what that is, to be honest with you.
But I never beat the narratives, and then it didn't make it any worse. My first girlfriend, she was black, so that was fine. I was trying to beat them narratives because I like black women. Wasn't nothing wrong with the black women. The ones at my school was kind of ghetto, you know what I'm saying. But it is what it is, you know what I'm saying. And then the second time, I think I counted. And I know it sounds strange, but I counted. I think it was 11 white students in the whole school. And of course, I dated one of the girls And then
Fell right into it.
fell right
I
into
feel
it. She got me though.
Hey,
She
that's
got
how
me
it
though.
goes.
We had a government class together. She was flirting with me, and nobody don't flirt with me. So I was like, hey.
He said,
Hey. So she got me. So then
He got so stumped. He was just, hey.
hey, I already do it. I already do it.
But I agree because it's like it's a huge thing for like black women to like a guy that isn't like fitting into the narrative, the way or the course. Not saying like that's a standard for all women. That is not what I'm saying. But for majority of black men, it's kind of hard for them to date inside of their race. Vice versa, going outside of the race. So a lot of
Really?
controversy. Yeah.
I have a question for you. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, I didn't ever encounter that, or like even at like places like the Boys and Girls Club. I never encountered stuff like that. I mean, I was quiet and I only like expressed myself with the people I knew the most.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't really catch a lot of this stuff until like now that I'm older.
Yeah.
I'm just like, really? What's racism? Like a bunch of stuff I didn't catch till later on.
There's people who don't like other people's colors?
What? I loved everyone.
That's a thing?
When did you learn this? 2 days ago. It's like, what? Anyways, Hezzy, go ahead.
Oh, I just had a question.
With you.
Because for the black male perspective, I've heard it's looked down upon for black males to date non-black women from
Facts.
black women.
Oh yeah,
Is that-
100%. Oh yeah.
Here I go again. Really?
Like, if you walk into the room and let's just say like you're dating or married to a white woman, like often it's hard to keep your head up because it's like everybody in the room looking like
Maybe even from your like own family members.
oh, bro,
Like stuff like that?
That's the
That's
worst
what I've heard.
ones, bro.
They be on it.
Wow.
As soon as your girl go away, they be like, "Oh, for real?"
You brought her to the
Oh,
cookout.
Get old
my
Grandpa
goodness.
Jones just be like, boy,
You just like
let me
nah.
tell you something, son.
Uncle Roger be like, "What
She
you
brought her
bringing
plate to the
that
cookout.
girl?"
Throw it away. You know
Oh,
what I'm saying?
man.
Throw it away.
They be wild.
That's
wild.
crazy.
But now, just to put that out there, like that's not us. You know,
Not at all.
we came to Christ and we realized that we all one. And so Hezzy has his awesome question that he always asks.
Oh,
Right?
yes. So, how would you describe your relationship with God? Or do you have one currently? Or where did it start?
My relationship with God. So I've been learning a little bit more and more. So I used to call myself a servant of the Lord. Well, I give you a little bit from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
So before I thought I was doing good because I was all through my younger years, probably up until 23, I was a virgin, and that was because I read in the Bible it's like, oh, you're not supposed to have sex before marriage. So I was trying to follow it, but I wasn't following it all the way. I was trying to holler at some girls, but I ain't really was trying to get in their pants, and I was trying to get a girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? But I was waiting for marriage. You got to find a wife somewhere. You got to start somewhere, right? And then as I go on from that, so I was trying to follow some rules of the Bible, some basic ones. All the ones that you hear growing up, but you might read every once in a while. And I thought my relationship was good back then, or I was thinking it was good. I don't know. It looked good from my opinion, but you know what the scriptures say: "To a man there's a way that seemeth right, but the ender of his destruction." So it seemed all right in my ignorance. But I think my relationship now is much better because before I didn't understand the whole give 100% of yourself to the Lord, which is like giving your whole life. So all the things that you enjoy, all the things that you want to do, you take your delights in the Lord. Like He gave His life for us. It's supposed to be like that style of equivalency, but it doesn't mean that your works or anything that you do is going to get you into heaven. It's all faith based, so we get into heaven off the free gift that the Lord sacrificed His life for us.
Right.
And
Can you harp on that word for me, the enjoy? Because remember that conversation we had at Tropicala? It was the enjoyment. Like, are you saying enjoyment as when you come to Christ that you are a new creature, but do you lose your personality?
Well, you got to take away the enjoyment of the idols, things that distract you from God and distract you from doing what God wants you to do. So God, I believe through my relationship that God has missions that he wants us to do, people that he wants us to be connected with in order to bring them into the truth and into the understanding. So yeah, I guess you fixed that. Yeah.
Did it go out for you too?
Yeah, it went out for me
Okay.
too. I see
Y'all
everybody
headphones went out.
I see everybody kind of look around and like make some eye contact. Like, did that happen to
Did you
y'all?
guys go out too?
No, we're good.
Rose
Oh,
just
y'all
reaches
did?
across the table. We looking.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like,
Oh, I'm glad I wasn't alone there.
But yeah, enjoy your idol. So like you gotta really, God still requires us to fight against sins. So like, let's say if you enjoy getting drunk every weekend, you know what I'm saying, you gotta cut that out your life for the Lord. If you like getting in arguments all the time, you might not enjoy that, but you might get like a little thrill from fighting and arguing with people. You got to get away from that. And it's also simple things that we make into idols. So like, let's say we gotta have coffee, we can't function before coffee. I'll praise the Lord after I get my cup of coffee or something like that. When you put things above God, even though it might not be something stated in the Bible, because you've made it into an idol, now you've fallen into idolatry. So that type of enjoyment is sins and things that you put before God. So those are the things that we got to get away from.
I do also want to expound on that because it's like in my beginning of my walk, I was like tread lighter. I was like, bruh, like everything that I did was like tread lightly. And like that, I mean, there's a certain way you have to tread lightly. I do also want to say like, when
you say tread lightly, you're talking about with God or just in general?
Just with life, it was just like, oh, I can't do this because, God's gonna smiteth me.
Right.
But now that I'm more mature in
Like
Christ,
this King James.
He smiteth.
He smiteth, bro.
God smite.
that's how I felt, bro. So it was just like, now that I'm more mature, I realized that God has his way of doing things with you. Like what the enemy meant for evil, he'll turn it for good. So like that's one thing I had to learn about like his mercy and his grace. Is just like, bro, like I'm learning, like regardless, I was still smoking weed reading the Bible. Like at one point in my time in my walk, I was getting high reading the Bible, but he eventually took it away. He's like, bro, I couldn't concentrate.
He was like, yo, this makes so much sense. This makes so much sense, bro.
I see it, Jesus.
I can see it, God. I know what you're trying to tell
He
me.
said he was reading. He said, my flesh is bread. Man, I am getting hungry.
Did I just say bread? Do I have bread?
He said, do I have
Matter of
bread?
fact, I'm gonna make me a sandwich.
Bro, that was 100,000% me, bro. And then that's when I had my best revelation. It was just like, bro, you gotta stop. Like I heard like an audible voice, like I'm like hitting a blunt, and then like God was like, stop. I'm like, I said, I gotta stop. I can't hold for that.
I would have freaked out.
He had enough of you. He's literally just like, and it's like other people, it's like, you know, he came with a calm voice, my son, you know, like, maybe you should like not do that. Stu, he's just like,
Stop.
this guy, stop. Bro, stop.
And I didn't pick it up after that, bro.
If you were gone too, if that was me, I would just be in the corner just
Yeah, he said, huh?
who did that?
Who did that?
That's crazy. Heard the audible voice though, man. Hey, it's some people that been in church 20 years ain't heard nothing.
Come on, bro.
So you know God got a call on your life.
Yeah.
And I tell you, just with my walk with God, I learned that the devil likes to attack certain people that have special mantles on their life. So you know, like in the Old Testament, you got Moses, you got Jacob, you got Abraham, you got Joseph, you got all these special people. Even though the people around him is holy, you know, Abraham had his brother Lot, Jacob had his father, and all that stuff. But they still had special callings on their life. The devil specifically attacks people with a special calling on their life to do great work for the kingdom of God. So him speaking audibly to you just shows that you might have a bigger mantle on your life than the other people around you. You know what I'm saying?
What y'all think as it hitting Isaiah?
I mean, I agree. I feel what you were saying too, because like I still kind of struggle with that, like treading lightly, because like I feel like anything I do wrong, like God's gonna like take something away or like something in my life. I don't know if y'all know this, but I have good points in my life, but I'm always waiting for like the bad part to hit. So like, so like I'm never living life like.
You don't appreciate the good points.
Yeah, because like I'm like, oh, I'm happy now. When is this gonna end?
When is it gonna
That's
end?
how I live
The
life.
the dread of waiting for the bad stuff
Yeah.
to happen without enjoying the good stuff. Yeah,
Facts.
I feel you, man.
Everybody, I think that's everybody.
That's a lot of people, bro.
And then, I mean,
You're not
I'm not
alone.
saying Pastor helps me with it, but like Pastor even preaches about it. He's like, it's like, oh, you're just waiting for the next storm, and I was like, man, I don't want the next storm, Pastor.
Pastor was like, stop.
Keep that.
I mean, like I get it, we go through storms, but like I just don't want it
Can we
right now. Can I
get a
wait?
new forecast?
Yeah. Can I have clear skies for like a month, God, please?
A solid one.
No, I understand what that one completely goes. It's like you're like, wow, this is everything's actually going really good. I feel good today. I feel good about myself. I feel good about my walk with God. And then in the back of your mind, it creeps up, and you're like, so when's this gonna end? When am I gonna fall back into depression? When am I gonna fall back into thinking that I'm not good enough? When am I gonna fall back into being self-conscious about my body? When am I gonna fall back into drinking so much that it just kills everything that I'm thinking of right at that moment, but then it comes back later on in the form of a hangover, and then I remember everything. You know, it's sitting there and thinking like, it's just appreciating that right now in this moment, even if it's for 2 minutes, you go, yeah, it's fine. I'm okay. It's good.
Yeah.
You know, God's got you. So,
Yeah.
so especially, you know, growth comes through storms, and growth comes through being in bad places. But there was this one pastor that I went to, it was at Spanish camp, and I went to they had the youth, and he was talking about how eagles, when there's a thunderstorm and it comes over them, the eagles will fly into the thunderstorm through the clouds, up above the clouds, and they'll float above the clouds and wait the thunderstorm out.
Dang.
And it's like you can still be in that thunderstorm in your life, but God's got you above the thunderstorm sitting right here. He's like, I know that you're seeing all of this going on right now below you, and there's dark clouds below you, and you're seeing death and destruction, and you're seeing depression come into your life, but you're above the clouds. So I got you. Don't worry about it.
I like that.
Right.
Right.
I need
That's the most heat you had on
Man,
True
this
Juice.
man cooking.
That was hot.
This man just preached the word.
All right, y'all. I got one of my segments.
Oh no.
Here
Who
it
we
is.
calling now?
Be
Yeah, who we calling for you to not for them to not pick
Matter of
up
fact,
for you?
before you bring that up, did your sister like ever like call back or like ask what was going on?
Yeah, she called back the next day, and she was like, "Why are you using me for promotional purposes?" Like,
That's crazy.
Wow.
Your sister?
you're supposed to be there for me. What are you doing?
She got to watch that episode and then feel really bad.
Oh yeah, I sent it to her.
Oh, okay.
I wonder if she was like, he's trying to call me for this podcast. No, I'm not answering.
So that's the reason. That's the reason that the second episode never got put up is because he sent it to his sister and was like, hey, you better watch this.
Thanks.
The blood sister?
Oh yeah,
That's
just-
crazy.
It's crazy. So this segment is called "Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grade?"
Uh-oh.
Hey, I went to fifth grade. I tell you what, that little secret.
It was a while ago.
I remember my fifth grade teacher. Her name was Miss Mamba. I was at Shawnee Park High School, middle school, and she was trying to fail me about that. Boy, it wasn't really her. I was fighting with the ladies. She was trying to hold me back. She was like, "Look, you'll finish these assignments. You know. Some people got to repeat." I'm like, "Hold on,
How do you-
lady."
Miss Shawnee, don't get the hands.
I was like, man,
Wait, how do you
She was just trying
repeat a fifth grader? They just coloring.
Bro, she repeated a fifth
No,
grade.
she was trying. She was trying to hold
Yo,
me.
she-
Aren't they just like coloring
He
and
was a
spelling
fifth grader.
words?
He wasn't in the
brother,
special
that's
class. What do you mean coloring?
Man, I don't remember school like that.
Bro, you were coloring in fifth grade?
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't remember.
because he had the short bus on the way to school. You know what I mean?
How many people was in your classroom?
I don't know.
He said 2.
I was not in the
Bro thought 5th grade was Sunday school. He was just there.
right, go ahead with the second,
I don't
bro.
remember 5th grade at all, so
Either way, I made it out of 5th grade.
Yeah, we know.
They
I just
not
let you
hold me
know
back.
I'm gonna fail.
Bro.
Let you know right now.
Right.
Okay, what is the capital of Russia?
That's
Moscow?
crazy.
Moscow.
Bro, you cheated, bro.
No, I just know
Bro, you cheated, bro.
No, I cheated. I just repeated what he said.
Exactly. Your boy's smarter than a 5th grader.
All right.
Hey.
What is the process of water turning into vapor called?
Evaporation.
Evaporation.
Okay.
A liquid to a gas.
How am I cooking right now?
Yeah.
You're cooking.
Bro, what 5th grade did you go to?
Literally talking.
It's all up here, dog.
What is the tallest mammal on Earth?
Tallest mammal, giraffe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got 2 to Isaiah's 1 right now.
No,
You
I
got
said it
0.
right.
Oh, bro.
We said at the same time. That gotta
be.
be.
Huh?
We said at the exact same time.
No, we didn't.
No.
I said giraffe, and then you said
No, you said
giraffe.
I said draft.
We have
No,
enough audio
you didn't.
recording.
All right, we'll see.
Yeah, play it back right now. Ready?
I'm just gonna give.
So I'm not that advanced when it comes to playing back, but Hezzy was right, guys. Hezzy was right.
Yes. Yeah, shut up.
I'm ready. I didn't know it was a race.
All right, and then I got 2 more questions.
I
So,
lost.
who was the first person to step on the moon?
Neil Armstrong.
That's what I would.
2, bro.
I
Y'all
knew it
are
was
2
him.
for 2 right now.
I knew it was him, but I couldn't.
I have to have
I was about to say Louis Armstrong, but no,
I know
he
it's
played the
Armstrong.
trumpet.
Bro, y'all are smart, bro.
I'm just not
And I just want to ask y'all one last question, and this is a really debatable question. Is water wet?
No.
No.
I will stay out of this.
No.
Water.
No.
Well, I'm going to tell you like this,
It's
man.
not wet.
Water
See, we
is not
all
wet.
agreeing right now, so I don't know what the problem.
Isaiah's.
Isaiah, what do you think?
But
Is water.
water wet. So the process of water, the process of getting wet
This
means
man trying to get
that,
scientific on
means
us.
that the liquid must be on the person for them to now be wet.
Right.
Status condition.
And you can't
So
put water on
you can't
water.
put
so you
water
can't
on
make
water. So
wet.
I will say no, water is not wet.
I mean, you
That's-
can't put water on water.
Yeah, but then it just turns into
becomes
more
water.
water.
You can't make water
But
wet.
if you separate the
Unless-
individual molecules,
I was gonna say
then
unless you
can-
make it hydrophobic. To
the only time
itself.
you can make water wet is if you freeze it and then put water on it.
see, the problem is water causes the effect of wet. So
Right.
it has to be in contact with something else to be wet, but the water itself can't be wet because it causes things to be wet.
I think we're all agreeing right now. We're just
Yeah,
trying to-
that is.
Yeah,
that
we
is.
all
It's
agree
pretty
that
lit.
water is-
One
Yeah.
question I know that we might not agree on.
Go ahead.
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
No.
Yes. It is.
Bro, that's not a... Bro.
It's a sandwich.
No.
Tell me how it's not a sandwich. Tell me
You
how-
have to fold another piece of bread on another piece of bread.
And what's in the middle? Meat?
Pause.
So you're saying a sub is not a sandwich?
Yeah.
Because you fold another piece of bread
Yeah,
onto
sub.
some meat.
Yeah, it's 2
That's-
pieces of bread. They're
that's a sandwich.
split. They're split.
That's
No, they're
Oh
not.
my gosh.
No, they're not.
It's
So
not.
you go to Subway.
I would say sub
I
is
just
a
realized
sub.
he was right.
Exactly.
And not a sandwich.
It's actually a submarine sandwich.
Oh, so what's the last
A
one?
submarine.
Sandwich.
So a hot dog is not a sandwich.
It's a sandwich
It's a hot
because
dog. It's
no,
its own thing.
it's meat between two
No, it's its
folded
own
bread.
thing. Hot dogs is very
Nope.
specific. There's
Nope.
nothing else that.
A hot dog is also a burger.
A burger is a sandwich on its in
Bro.
itself.
So sandwiches are burgers, burgers are hot dogs are both combined together.
No, sandwich. All hot dogs are sandwiches, but not all sandwiches are hot dogs. You feel me?
Is that like Y
But
equals MX
okay,
plus
but
Yes.
if you were at home and it'd be like you're like, oh, I got one piece of bread left, and then you fold it together and with a bunch of like deli meat, you'd be like hot dog.
So wait, the meat makes it a sandwich? I like this. Does the meat make it a sandwich?
Yes.
No, you can't say that.
How
What
does
would you
not?
say that for
Because-
a vegetarian sandwich?
What are you talking about?
Vegetarian sandwiches?
No, okay. It doesn't have to
It'd
be
just
meat.
be a
Anything
vegetarian
between two
saying,
bread.
Are you against vegans?
Anything between two breads
I
is
am.
sandwiches.
So if I'm eating let's say custard like in a donut, since it's two
That's a
pieces of
sandwich.
bread,
Bro.
custard.
Donut,
in
is
between.
donut, wait. This is a whole debate on
That's
is
not
it-
even close to
is
what we're
donut-
talking
It's
about.
bread.
Is donut bread? I don't think
Yes.
a donut's bread.
It's
bread.
dough.
It's fried dough.
It's dough.
Ryan,
Fried
please
dough.
help us. Ryan,
No.
Bread is
please
dough.
help us.
It's wheat.
Okay. This discussion might be going forever, but I will respect whatever Ryan says.
Ryan,
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
True Juice, we respect Ryan's opinion, but however, Ryan has ditched us.
Ryan's here.
Yo, Ryan just goes.
I love
The silence.
is a hot dog, or is his hot dog a sandwich?
So I'm just gonna lie to
Nothing.
y'all and say that he said.
So my random fact is a 57-year-old Maryland man is doing well 3 days after receiving a genetically modified pig heart in a first of its kind transplant surgery. University of Maryland medicine said.
Oh, it's a real.
Now, previously, before I read the second part of this article, another guy had it, but he died 3 months after, 90 days after. So let's go to the new improved 3 genes that are impossible for rejection for pig organs by immune systems that are removed from the donor pig. And 1 gene was taken out to prevent excessive pig heart tissue growth. 6 human genes responsible for immune acceptance were inserted. So basically, they made this dude adaptable to this heart. What do y'all think about that, bro?
They made
How
him
did
adaptable.
How did they adapt him?
They gave him new genes.
I was gonna say the genes. They gave him new genes. That's crazy.
So this, I mean, it
Boy's
sounds.
just oinking all the
It
time.
sounds like we get to that level, you know. All them goat man's gonna be running around here soon.
Goat man?
Yeah,
You ain't never heard of Goatman, bro?
I know
What's
the,
Goatman?
the story of Goat Man.
You know the Michigan. It's Michigan, right?
I don't know.
Or no? Is it
Minnesota?
Minnesota Goatman?
Explain,
Oh,
Isaiah. Explain.
I don't know if we
Oh,
should talk.
Minnesota. I was just naming
So
the
Goat
other
Man is an urban legend of
Yeah,
the goat.
he's a cryptid.
Yes, it's like a creepypasta.
Well,
I'm saying a whole bunch of words that I know he doesn't know.
Yeah,
I
like
know he
you.
doesn't know.
it's part of pop culture, Stu.
It's part of pop culture.
So it's
Everything I don't understand, I'm gonna just put in this book.
The Goatman. You ever heard of Mount Plymouth, the Mothman?
Oh, I've heard of the Mothman.
It's like that.
so yeah, it's kind of like Bigfoot.
And,
It's like
oh,
multiple
the
Bigfoot.
bridge. Remember the bridge?
Yeah,
The Goatman Bridge?
yeah.
Yeah.
So where was the goat man located?
I have no idea.
Minnesota.
Probably
I
Iowa or
don't.
something.
I don't
weird.
think it's Minnesota.
Somewhere.
I'll take
You were saying Michigan, bruh.
I don't think it's Michigan. I don't think Michigan has
well,
cryptid.
Dogman is from Michigan.
Bruh, who is the wolf?
The wolf guy that like stands up on all twos.
Oh.
When did this turn into a cryptid
This podcast turned off. Turned off on rails.
Hold on, hold
The
on.
pig heart is crazy. You
The
know,
pig heart,
he's
yeah.
adaptable to having a pig heart. We gonna adapt some pig legs too soon?
So is the pig heart like similar to ours
No.
at all?
I think
That's
it
why
has
that worked
more
at first.
valves, bruh. I think it has
The
way
pig
more
heart,
valves.
I believe we can take arteries from them and use them, but I'm not sure about like the actual hearts. Well, no, I don't think the hearts are adaptable to us. So they had to take genes from.
The pig.
So
the
he has
pig.
pig genes in him. is what
Do you
you're saying.
think
Bro
he
has-
remembers everything the pig remembers, bruh?
He's having this pig's whole life just going through his head.
Dirt?
Flash
You think
into
he
his
Wakes up in the middle of the night.
Pigs
He's
first
just like,
break up.
If
He
we
wakes-
catch it rolling in some mud, we know.
yeah.
You think
He
he's
wakes
eating
up in the middle of the night. He's just like sludge.
You think
I was
he's
eating
his meals
sludge
from
and
a
then-
trough. You think he's eating his meals from a trough?
Bro, he could be like, I don't know if he's gonna be the same. Like, if you inherit another person's organ or anything like that, I don't know if it's like some spiritual behind that. But you think like you get like, let's research that, bro.
I think that's
Criminal
that's
DNAs.
what they say in like TV shows and like like movies and TV shows. Like if you inherit a part from somebody else, sometimes it could be memories attached to it and traits and things like that. So like the person changes based on the new part, and it usually starts rejecting after a while in the shows or movies, and then that's why it's a movie, because it's entertainment.
That's very interesting.
Oh, bro, that's
Wait,
wild.
so was this an experiment?
Nah,
Or he
it's-
just-
they've
he
been
chose-
doing it.
Nah, it's an experiment.
Yeah, so he chose to like.
No. He was probably dying, but they definitely experimented on
That's what I'm saying,
This
so,
is
like,
male practice.
So
But
he
it was
was
another
dying,
dude.
and he was like, "Would you want to accept this experiment to possibly have a pig heart?" And he said, "Yes." Is what you're saying?
That's
Yeah,
right.
but it was not an experiment if it was a guy before him that died. Oh,
No, it's still an experiment because it didn't happen. It wasn't
It
successful.
just failed
that's
first.
true. They
So
didn't do the
continue.
gene thing at first, so yeah.
You know, there's a guy that's there was a guy it was supposed to happen in 2025 or 26, it is supposed to happen in 2025, 26. They're gonna try the first human head transplant
Oh,
That's gonna be.
what's
Yo.
that?
onto a different
Bro,
body.
whenever y'all talk about
Look at
things like
Ryan.
that-
Ryan's just like, what?
So this comes back to the church. So at what point do you think this is like messing with God's creation?
Oh, I think that's the whole thing. I'm gonna just throw this out there, but it says before the end will be the same way as in the days of Noah. And if what they were doing in the days of Noah, and that's what we're moving towards today before the second coming.
I mean, that because
God made it literally.
is that like a whole different person at that point?
Lantana, Texas.
Well, that's what they're
it-
trying to find out. That's why they have TV shows about it. Have you seen the TV show Upload, where they upload your consciousness to a heaven? Yeah, they say the person is the consciousness.
Oh yeah.
But they don't know if
so
it's
they're
really
trying to-
you or if it's just all your memories and everything. They don't know if it's you, but they know that it has all your memories, all your experiences, all your traits, all the data you've collected
Definitely not them.
through your life.
So it's like a company that's trying to create their own heaven.
Yeah, that's what it is. So
That's
all the poor
wild.
people would go to poor heaven, and then yeah.
There's a poor heaven.
There's a poor heaven. Yeah, it is very. I think it's
Poorly made,
yeah.
poorly invented.
And
That's
then,
kind of wild.
and then the rich people, they have to maintain. They also made it. They monetized it too in the show Upload. They monetized it, so the rich people pay like a monthly fee.
You pay after you're dead?
You still pay?
Where are you getting this money?
You get it from the children that are still alive.
What? So if your kids miss,
Yeah, you can upload them.
You're going to hell.
can you imagine missing
But-
a payment? It's like,
a
oh my
payment?
bad, Dad. I'm sorry. You
Like, oh, he missed the payment. I can't go talk to him now.
But the way it happened was, I believe, if I remember correctly, is that they put you in this machine, and to get you to transfer over, they literally cut off your head like in a flash of a flash. Like they don't show anybody what it is because it's a show, but it's scary for society, so it's all hidden. You don't know what's happening. You just go, oh, grandma, you can see her on TV. She's in the data. She's in the internet. And she's enjoying virtual heaven because you're paying your fees. And they monetize virtual heaven too, so you have to pay for stuff in virtual heaven.
Bro.
You have
They got microtransactions in virtual heaven. That's crazy, bro.
you got
So
you just living. You just
It's
But
a virtual heaven DLC coming out soon.
yeah,
Bro, I
sorry.
can't even trust him to pay the Netflix. I'm done.
trying to buy new skins in virtual heaven. I want to be Spider-Man today.
Actually, they do buy clothes. They do.
He said buy new skins.
I want to be white for a day.
Yo,
Virtual heaven. You can be taller, shorter, whiter.
you can
darker.
be taller. Hey, Isaiah, you can be taller in virtual heaven.
Hey,
my
Hezzy, shut
God.
up.
Hey, where did this go?
I was just trying
I
to
need
think
to
about
go
the
to virtual
head
heaven, bro.
part though is that the machine cuts off your head in the instant, and then they take your consciousness, and then they upload you.
Wow.
Yeah, so like the whole head transplant. But that was the confusion, whether your consciousness, like your accumulated data over time is you, or if your consciousness is like you are somewhere separate from your conscious.
Did y'all see the gaming system that can like kill you?
What?
The headset?
Oh, you talking about SAO?
Ryan.
What's
sorry.
happening?
I know you've seen that headset that can kill people now.
Oh,
Oh
nah.
my gosh. So
Oh.
let me tell you.
Okay, here we
So
go.
you put this thing on VR.
Oh.
And if you lose in the game,
Ah.
it's like these three little
You talking about
rods.
in real life, like current
Real life,
for
FDA
us?
approved. This is
It's not FDA approved, sir.
FDA
There's
approved.
no way
I
it's FDA
I
approved.
promise you.
Satan approved, but not FDA approved.
Ain't no way the government allowing that.
Bro,
Go ahead.
it literally was like a project that was going on for a year. I heard about it a year ago, and then they had finally approved it. But it's like three metal rods, and they're like, and like Isaiah can probably pull up a picture or stuff like that. But it's like a thing that can kill you now, bro.
I don't know. That's kinda,
You don't even believe that, do
I don't know
you?
if I can believe that.
SAO is just
That's
a show,
crazy.
man.
No, it's really in effect. This dude, it was like some foreign guy.
I know they do have virtual reality where you can like put like a whole bodysuit and you can feel everything that's going on.
That's fine. I'll take that.
He wants you to never feel again. That's what he wants.
You know they're trying to. Exactly.
Yeah, that's the best
I'm not
part.
trying to get shot for.
Responding is like only in
So-
like Hinduism, right?
So it's like,
Let's go.
Because of Call of Duty.
that's
Respond.
crazy. It says how it works. The science of how the deadly VR headset works is fairly, perhaps alarmingly straightforward. It starts as a MetaQuest Pro, one of the most popular VR headsets available today. To make it lethal, Lucky added 3 explosive charges that sit at the top of the gear. A photo sensor on the inside of the headset detects when the screen flashes red at a specific frequency. Theoretical game developers can use that frequency in their game over screens, triggering the sensor, which then detonates the explosive charges. Notably, this system is different from the fictional nerve gear that inspired it. In the anime, nerve gear uses a lethal level of microwave radiation to kill players who die in the game. Lucky points out that in his blog that he couldn't find a way to use that approach without connecting the headset to another large machine.
Was he like testing this out? He's like, "Will this kill you?"
Wait,
Puts that on.
but is this real though?
They need to lock
I
him
know
What's
it's
the
up.
point of the VR gear that can
Lock
kill
him
you?
up. He's going to prison
Lucky ends his blog by posting
for his thoughts alone.
blog post by emphasizing that the headset is just a piece of office art. Unlike Nerve Gear's creator in Sword Art Online, this gear isn't supposed to actually kill anyone. Instead, it serves to raise questions about VR and video game immersion.
That's crazy.
What?
So it's not being sold, but it's possible.
What do you just?
It's
attach
being
shit?
sold. It's to be in the office. This is like currently a thing that you can get today.
Is it real C4 that you get with this?
I think
This is
like
wild.
What if it malfunctions and it's just like you didn't actually die, but they?
What if you just take it off really fast? Can you?
what if you get it as a birthday gift?
That's
Yeah, I got
crazy.
you VR.
Imagine the amount
The
of
grandpa didn't know which VR to get. now little Jimmy's just. Gosh.
Do you know
I
there's
can't
a?
leave the game.
I don't know if this is real, but I think this has been discussed in somewhere. I think it's in Russia or something. But there's a coaster that's being created that can kill you.
A coaster.
It's like a self euthanization.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can ride this coaster and it will just go extremely fast, and like by the end of it, you're basically dead. So you're just having fun until your heart stops.
Oh, I thought you were talking about a roller coaster.
A roller coaster.
I thought you were talking about like a drink coaster on the
I did
table.
too.
No, no.
I did too.
There's this
Where did I
coaster.
get that from?
I don't know.
Because a coaster, they call it coasters.
They're called coasters. The little
A roller coaster.
like cork things that
Yeah,
sit
so
on
when
tables.
you-
I don't go to fancy restaurants.
I
That's
thought
not
he
even
was
a
the one
fancy
that did
restaurant
Now,
thing,
if your
bro.
mama got a table in the house,
I was like, if your grandmama got a table,
No, we didn't
ever.
have a table. We sat in crisscross outside.
that's why. Come on, man. Put that on the coaster.
Doesn't
Put
know
that
what
on my
pop
table.
culture is. Doesn't know what coasters
You
are.
don't have a table, but you
Doesn't
have a
know how
coaster.
lava lamps
Best
work.
believe we have a
Nope.
coaster.
Just uncultured, bro.
I thought Stu was the one that doesn't understand things. So what y'all doing?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Pop culture.
Everything,
Put that in the pop culture.
bro. I love that, bro.
So I think we're almost done with the cameras because they got to be reset after 50 minutes or an hour or something like
You're
that.
smart,
So we're getting
bro. We
So
got
then-
like 8 more minutes.
Okay,
So
one,
then-
one question before we start
Let's
this.
get the true score.
So now that you're here, Ryan, I just wanted a question for you. What is a hot dog a sandwich? Yes or no?
Oh, so if I turn it
She's
Boy
sideways,
out here eating hot dogs sideways.
Sideways.
Yeah.
Yo.
He said.
bro,
He said anything that
next
is.
level.
So I'm right. We're here. Let's go.
That's kind of crazy.
Honorable
Oh,
response.
let's go.
You know what?
Final
I'll give it
judge.
to you.
Our guy in the chicken.
Are you,
Watch yourself in the parking lot later, but I'll give it to you.
Watch it.
Are you got some more, Stu?
Oh yeah, I always have segments.
I have
Always.
one thing too.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Do you have any questions for us?
Yeah.
Because you know Stu, but you don't know.
Yeah, I know Stu. I don't know Isaiah. Isaiah's.
You know how to spell his name.
Zane, Isaiah.
Uh,
Facts.
oh, facts, big facts.
I got segments for days, man.
Let's go.
Roller
Cool.
read.
You got a few more. Let's do it. Yeah.
Yeah, Hezekiah, how did you find the church, Hezekiah?
How did I find the church?
Yeah.
By accident, bro.
By accident? That's
By
how.
accident.
That's called the divine intervention of the divine.
It's
divine.
a whole story. I don't know if I told it on the podcast. Have I?
You
But
can read.
I don't
You
think
can redo
we've
it.
said it
I
on
don't
the
think
podcast.
So
Maybe the first episode, but
Might-
ain't nobody gonna remember that.
Yeah.
nobody watches that one. It even has 200 views.
Whoa.
Yo.
Oh, well.
So how I found the church, I've been looking for a church since I moved to Kenwood.
Okay.
Or actually before that, I've always wanted to go to church because my mom.
Kenwood is still Grand Rapids, yo.
Yeah, you know. So my mom used to go to a Hispanic church, and I used to go with her.
Are you Cuban?
No, I'm Puerto Rican. What?
Puerto Rican?
Cuban?
Yo,
I've never got that before.
Disrespect the Cuban.
I'd rather be Cuban than Mexican, to be honest.
Okay.
I want to Cuban.
Isaiah leaves the pot.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I don't know if I know. See, so I used to go to a
That's not
Spanish
fair.
church.
That's not fair. A black man can speak Spanish. I'm sorry.
I'm actually Dominican.
Look at you. Do you know your friends?
Crazy.
See, at first he don't care about my surgery. Now he don't know who
serious?
raised his friends.
Okay, I was like, are you serious?
Pop culture.
That reminds me. Stu thought I was Mexican.
Stu thought you was Mexican?
Wait,
Yeah.
You know,
I still think you're Mexican.
I don't know the difference.
This is my boy, apparently.
I'm sorry, bro.
I'm Puerto Rican.
Doesn't give anything when you go into the hospital. Doesn't know.
Anytime Stu don't understand something, pop culture. Pop culture. so I.
Right,
The lava lamp's going.
I'm trying to tell my story, dog.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Go
I'm sorry.
ahead.
So,
That's a Hebrew name, though. But go ahead.
yeah, so we left the church when my mom moved. So we weren't in church for a while. So I just always felt the need to be in church at some point. I
Ooh,
just wanted
God's
to go
calling
there.
you.
Yeah, I
In your
felt
spirit.
like I needed to be in there.
That was God.
But it was always wild because I was just going to random churches because
That's fun, though.
I thought all churches were just the same church.
I didn't think that.
I did.
But that is fun, though, because
Yeah.
you just see new stuff every
Yeah.
time. You're just like, oh, they do this.
I
Oh,
almost went to a Catholic church.
No, I was at an Orthodox Catholic
Really?
church. Not like permanently, but I visited my friend. He's Orthodox.
I didn't go to the actual service. I just went in the building. It looked nice.
Oh, that's not fun. They scared you away?
No.
You see Mother Mary?
I don't know
on the wall-
how
on the
about
wall.
calling another man father.
You
I
said
don't
what?
know him like that.
Oh, we didn't know him that well. Oh, you call him like the priest father.
Yeah, father. I don't know.
Was he a Father John or a Father Gregory?
Yo.
Father
It's
Davis.
just a lot of Johns.
No,
in
I
the
just-
church. It's a lot of
John,
Johns.
Greg, Davis.
I'm not saying like in a disrespectful way. It's just like I don't know about calling someone father. If I
Factual.
don't know.
No,
That's fine. That's fine.
I get that.
That's understandable.
Facts.
But yeah, and then so we were coming home from our new place. We were walking home from like grocery store, and there was a guy in front of our church, and he was just like in the grounds, like cleaning stuff up. And I like asked him about it. I said, "Oh, so what's this church about?" And he's like, "Oh, it's a great place. It's an amazing place, bro. You should come here." And I was like, "Okay, cool." And then I went home and I was like, I should go there. and then I think it was that Sunday or it was a Wednesday. I was like, I think I'm gonna go to church.
Hey.
And it was like right there. I walked there, and then I walked there. I like didn't make it to the front of the church before I started bawling.
Dang, what happened?
I just felt the spirit, bro.
You felt the Spirit?
I felt the
Was
Spirit.
it like a heat?
No,
A
bro.
lot of people don't know what the Holy Spirit feels like.
I don't know what it was. It was just like I felt like content and like happy. Like I was like in the right place. Like I just like started bawling. And like if they were singing, pastor was like doing his thing, he was like his scream preaching.
Yeah.
I felt it.
Yeah. Amen, brother.
And then out of there, it's just like I got baptized that day.
Oh, that day?
That day.
That day?
That day. Brother Clark talked to me. He was like, I see a calling on your life. I was like, how can I help you? And he was like, we can baptize you right here. And I'm like, please.
Oh, nice. That
I've never looked back.
day.
That was 10
Congrats. Your first day you come in and get baptized?
That was 11 years ago.
That was mine too.
I'm gonna take this off. It's
That was you
heated in here.
But Isaiah, you too? That was you too or no?
Nah, Isaiah, so I'm going to just throw this out there. Since Hezekiah is Puerto Rican, I'm assuming you are.
I am Mexican.
Okay, so
Actually,
I was like,
Guatemalan, he was.
I was going to say Guatemala. He's Guatemalan?
Do you know why, Isaiah? Because you're short.
No, Guatemala.
Watch yourself in the parking lot, Hezzy.
See, since I was learning in school, man.
No disrespect to Guatemala.
Ryan, sit down.
No,
No
I had
disrespect to
Guatemalan
Guatemala. Respect
friends.
y'all.
I had Guatemalan friends at high school, so I can kind of tell the difference between the Guatemala.
I'm sorry, I thought you said Guatemalan Riz.
So actually, I don't know how much Mexican I am. I just sent my 23andMe out.
Hey.
So in like 3 or 4 weeks, I should be getting a chart of what I am, like all
Just
together.
said like 1%.
It's like 1% Mexican. I'd be
You're
like,
like, bro, who am I?
I can't eat any more tacos.
99% Native
I
American.
said he's gonna come back to me like 49% white.
Bros, you know who he is.
I'd be like, let's go. We're gonna exercise my privilege, y'all.
I finally got
Ryan's dying. I gotta exercise. I'll be going up to stores and be like, hey, look at this.
Hey, with the certificate.
We got
I got a little
you got a certified white card.
I got a certified white card, bro. I swear.
Oh wow.
No, how'd you find the church though?
So, my dad's a pastor, and so
PK.
we went to. We had a church which was just family. And,
Oh, okay.
that church unfortunately shut down, and my dad just ministers now. And Brother Clark actually was the one that gave me a call because we've known Brother Clark and Pastor Jones through the UPCI, and we would go. I helped him out at a couple rallies. The one in Big Rapids, the one in. We did that prayer for Michigan or something. My dad was the one that did a prayer too.
Raise the praise.
Raise the prayer. Yeah, at that state that.
It was at the Kentwood
School or something. Yeah,
East
something like
Kentwood.
that. I helped him out with guitar with that one, and then just years later he gives me a call inviting me to go help out with music at POK, and I was like, sure, let's set something up. So we went to a practice. And then I've been with them ever since. And obviously I love Pastor Jones and I love Brother Clark. And so this church just became my home. And I'm out in Holland. So it's almost a 40 minute drive to church, but I make the trip every Sunday because I love this place.
Oh, praise.
Who was your first friend in this church?
My first friend, it's hard to tell. The guy was kind of a jerk.
Oh, really?
And when I first met him,
What was his name?
he was like, "What are
Was
you,
he very
Mexican?"
Hezzy's everybody's first friend at church.
They said it in Spanish though, right?
Yeah.
Ain't that right?
I think I was Stu's first friend too.
You was definitely my first friend at church.
But no, yeah, Hezzy. I actually knew Hezzy about
Years before.
4 years before I actually started going to the church.
Yeah.
Because Spanish camp, wasn't it? Was it Spanish camp that we met?
It might have been Spanish camp or
Because
it's called Blackout.
Blackout. Because
Oh, I knew someone.
because you met we met each other first, and then you met my Uncle Charlie. And then my Uncle Charlie would always find you at any rally that we were
That's
at.
what it was.
And he'd
Uncle
be
Charlie.
like, "What's up, bro?" And I'd be like, "Hey, Hezzy!"
What's up?
I hate you. No. You idiot. And so, yeah, but Hezzy was pretty much my first friend that got me into, like, with the young adults and stuff like that.
Who was your first friend at the church?
So.
Before Stu. No, talk about Stu.
All right. So my first friend was probably the short lady at the door that gives out really great hugs.
Joy?
Is that her name?
Joy.
Is it she white?
Yeah. And I think she has brown or blonde hair, or maybe like a mix. But either way,
I think it is Joy.
But she's overly like,
yeah, she is.
"Good morning."
Yeah.
Bro, it's Joy!
Yeah,
It's gotta be Joy!
Yeah, because she talked to me for a while when I first came.
Yep.
She was asking me
Joy.
all these questions. I'm like, oh, this lady nice.
That's all Joy.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
but like
Joy, we gotta get you on
but
the
like
podcast.
let's say like we get past the door and actually get into the building.
Get into the sanctuary. There
Let's
you
get
go.
into the sanctuary. Everybody was so nice to me. I met probably like 6 people on that first day I came in. Like I said, I met Joy. I met the other lady with the tablet who takes your names. Then I met
Mary.
and then
Or it's just,
it was a black lady. I think she sings.
Sister Kendra.
Sister Kid. And then also Pastor Jay wasn't there, so I didn't meet Pastor Jay yet. Y'all had somebody else that was
That's so
speaking.
funny.
That's like
So many
everybody's story.
Apparently, he didn't see Pastor preach his first time. He didn't see Pastor preach his first time. He didn't see Pastor preach his first time.
I didn't see him 6
I was like-
weeks after, bro.
He didn't know we had a pastor.
I was like the only one.
I'm like, we got pastors in rotation. I'm like, I've never seen the lead pastor. It was like, that's not even your pastor. I'm like, oh, that's my pastor. No.
Like one day we'll meet him. We've already joined, but we'll meet him one day.
One day.
And then Stu wasn't there on my first day, but I did meet Richard. He's the I'm pretty sure all you guys have talked to Richard at least. He's an African guy.
Kingsley?
Richard Wheat. He has a really easy name, but he's kind of tall. He's probably like 6'1". He African.
Oh.
He plays the piano for the African church.
He be up front a lot. He's front right row,
Richard.
like in my same section,
Oh.
in front of me all the time.
Oh no, that's Brother Phil's friend.
Yeah, that's Brother Phil's.
Y'all seen Richard a while.
Yeah, we know. We know.
Oh,
I talked to him a little bit. We was cool. And then Phil, is he Pastor Phil? I don't know. If
He's Preacher Phil.
Preacher Phil. I'll take
Preacher
that.
sometimes.
Yeah, but Phil, I talked to Phil too, and
shout out Phil.
like it's all the first day. You know, meeting all these people, or maybe Richard was like second time, but either way. But Phil, he was really cool. And then they invited me back out next week. I was like, well, you invited me, I gotta come again. So
Exactly.
I heard about you through the grapevine. We was at the coffee shop, and bros was like,
Minutes?
well, I don't think
3 minutes.
3 minutes. Okay. Bros was in the coffee shop, and he was just like, Nate. He was like, yeah, man, I got this guy, and he's got his girlfriend coming in. I don't know if y'all met there at the coffee shop. And I was like, oh, he's going to be a part of our groups. That's why I thought you were going to be a part of our Friday groups, but it didn't end up happening. So, yeah.
that wasn't even my girlfriend. That was my friend that was bringing it. It was so funny, but it makes sense because you see two people together and you're like, oh, they together.
For sure. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
That's what I thought I was too.
But you got your outro stuff?
Yeah, this is something me and my friend like to do every now and then. I have a would you rather for you guys.
All right.
So, I have would you rather have a superpower like flying, but every time you sneeze you start flying, and the only way to stop flying is that you have to sneeze again, but
I'll
naturally.
I'll take it.
Or have super speed, but only be able to run for 30 seconds with a 2-minute cooldown between each run.
Bruh, you know how
Do
far
I
you
get
can
tired? Or
Right,
I
run
super
and
speed.
down?
For
You have
sure.
super speed. You know how fast you can run in 30
What kind of
seconds?
super speed do you think though? Like flash,
The
quicksilver?
flash super
For
speed?
sure. I'm going for the highest one.
I'm gonna just fly because
Bro, you know
can't
how
even
much stuff
naturally
is
sneeze
in.
right now.
Try to sneeze right now.
I shoot.
That's not a sneeze.
No, it's got to be
It has to be a
natural
real
sneeze.
sneeze.
You
Okay,
gotta-
wait, natural.
You got to get that finger.
You have
up
to
there
have
and-
pepper with you at all times.
That's fine. I'll learn how to do it. I'll call upon the sneeze and I'll lift from the ground.
But you can't come back down until you figure it out.
What
That's
if?
fine. I'll do it again.
What if every time someone else sneezes,
What if you sneeze?
and then you just start floating?
What if you sneeze in your sleep?
Up down.
I'm like, hold your sneeze.
I'll be
You're just gonna be
levitating.
on the roof like.
Hey, as long as I'm asleep, I'm levitating.
He's like flying across the Atlantic. He's like,
That's such a good.
please,
The Scooby Doo, they cover your
you
nose.
get the.
Because I feel like you can get a pretty far distance in 30 seconds, and you just got
Facts.
wait 2 minutes.
I would have chosen the super speed too.
That's for real.
If you tired, you get tired.
Only thing though, yeah, I ain't trying to run, bro. You know?
I was gonna say you stop. You like have to run normally for 2 minutes, and then you pick back up. That also comes with high metabolism.
That's true.
You'd have to be like
Yeah, I'm taking
picking up something to eat every 2 minutes.
The Flash
Oh,
eats
what's this?
mad burgers.
What's this,
bro.
Wally West?
We're talking
Y'all pick the exact opposite.
We're talking
Two
berry.
different flashes.
I know.
Talking
I was
berry.
talking about Barry.
Talking about
Barry
berry.
don't eat, dude.
Berry flash.
Barry eats
Barry eats?
What about Reverse Flash?
2 minutes.
He's just evil. He runs off of evil.
He runs off of
He's
evil.
just a mean person.
Let's take up the last 2 minutes with how bad the CW shows have become.
Oh, atrocious.
Absolutely
It was bad
horrible.
after Smallville. I'm sorry.
What?
I didn't like the Green Arrow.
Bro, we might
series.
have to start these cameras over again so I can cook you. Just
I didn't like the Green Arrow series. bro.
Green Arrow was
What?
We had 1 minute or what?
About 1
Okay.
minute. Sure. Let's go. Just I like
Yeah.
to see what he has to say.
Yeah, let's see.
Sure. Let's do it.
I'm trying to cook you.
He-
Ain't no way.
Oh,
Getting ready to cook.
that's
him up.
crazy because CW been committing self-suicide. Oh,
Hey,
wait,
look,
wait,
we
wait.
pausing here. sir.
CW.
We pausing here.
That's fine. I'm gonna say it again. But CW been they've been doing self-sabotage.
All right, we're just gonna go right into it.
Okay,
I'm
but-
saying.
They've been self-sabotaging.
Oh, this
for-
camera's low
These new
battery. So.
shows?
Oh, great.
But back to the Green Arrow.
Bro, we ain't started the game show.
Oh.
There's still like one more.
No. Yeah, but the Flash
No, wait. So let me
The
cook you right
Flash
quick.
is getting
So,
beat by regular bad guys.
I'm sorry,
Villains
you
robbing
guessed-
banks
you
with
guessed.
bats.
What was that, Ryan?
Oh.
All right, bro. So you think
Welcome back.
the Arrow is trash?
Trash.
Why?
I don't know. I feel like all right, the acting in there was terrible. For one,
By
all
who?
CW acting
By
is
who?
terrible, but that one was just mediocre.
You like Ant-Man?
Ant-Man was amazing.
The
The
movie.
Quantumania?
Yes, all of
I
it.
don't respect your opinion.
I didn't like Quantum
I don't
Mania.
respect your opinion.
I didn't like.
You didn't like Quantumania?
Quantumania was the worst Marvel movie I think I've ever seen.
Y'all are joking.
Have you
Right
seen
now.
Thor: Love and
Quantumania was
Thunder?
the
I didn't.
worst movie.
That
I
was
didn't
good.
care for Thor: Love and Thunder.
Thor: Love and Thunder.
It was okay.
good. I like Thor: Love and Thunder.
It was okay. I just didn't. I didn't.
Deadpool versus Wolverine, the worst one ever.
Whoa.
That's
Whoa, my soul.
You think see, this is why I can't
That's your
respect.
friend?
I don't even respect any of them.
That's your friend. What are you
Your
talking?
You think Deadpool and Wolverine was trash?
It was trash to me. I
Oh.
went to the theaters to see
Bro,
it. and I
can
was
we
like,
kick
bro.
him off the podcast?
I was like,
You know what? He probably didn't have his Marvel
So,
games.
are you interested in a podcast host? Because we need a new podcast.
Yeah, we need a.
We
You interested
Hey,
in a
the
spot?
substitution.
If he just give me his hat, the hoodie, I'll just be stupid. I'll be
We need a new There's no way. Why do you think it's trash?
it just wasn't hitting
It
for me,
wasn't
bro.
funny
Like
at all, was it?
everything just wasn't hitting. I'm like in the theaters watching this. I'm watching it 3D, all of that. The action scenes, it was just mad. Like it was just going for comedy. It wasn't going for action.
Right. Talk to him.
Like
Bro,
No, keep going.
who do you
Where's the
think
action,
Deadpool
bro?
is?
Very-
comedy and action. He
Like,
kept
exactly.
100,000 of themselves. They was like, oh,
The first
great
scene of the
fight
movie,
No.
he was fighting 5 guards. What you talking about? There's no action.
Where's the villain?
Very
With
villain.
They
Wolverine
killed the
and
villain in
Deadpool.
2
It's
seconds.
called Deadpool versus Wolverine. Wolverine is the villain.
Channing Tatum was the only part about the movie that had a great fight scene, bro.
How?
He was out
Bro,
there.
You telling me
You know
the
what's
Deadpool
going on.
versus Wolverine fight scene wasn't fire?
Huh?
You telling me the
Oh,
Deadpool
I'm
versus
about to make a
Wolverine
name for
fight,
myself.
fight wasn't fire?
No, because they can regenerate. It was no. Who
cares?
But
He's still
what
getting
happens
stabbed.
today?
You talking about the car scene wasn't fire?
If you can regenerate, it's not much of a fight.
Bro,
That-
Goku
that's
can't
not a
can regenerate. Do you think his fights are
I'm
fire?
about to make a name for myself
We
today.
went from.
No, I'm saying.
Wolverine. You can't make a point with another
Okay, as I
point.
can, because there's these animes that you like where people can regenerate, but you like that anime, but don't care about the
It takes
regeneration.
a sensu bean.
Okay, and
They're very rare.
They don't need a sensu.
I don't know, I respect your
Since these are
opinion.
very rare.
Okay, so-
very powerful.
I love that we've been here for so long. The lava lamp's actually working now.
Hey.
So now that we know that pop culture over here don't have good opinions.
Unk Stew renamed pop culture.
Oh, Stu.
Oh, gosh.
The Marvel, what's it called, Gotham Knights,
That's a
worst
game.
show I think in existence.
Oh,
Gotham
you saw the
Knights.
actual show.
Yes,
Gotham Knights?
there's a show
That's why you
called
hear about
Gotham
it.
Knights. It was the last DC show that CW produced,
With
and
the
it was
Teen
the
Titans.
worst.
No, that was Teen
No,
Titans.
that
Teen Titans
Ti-
was pretty cool.
Titans was good, but the last season was
Yeah,
awful.
trash.
Y'all like that? You see what they did
Based
to my
in
girl?
Detroit.
Raven?
I don't know.
I'm done. I'm leaving.
Which one? Which season?
Never mind. Go ahead. Continue.
Gotham Knights.
Gotham
No, I
Knights.
didn't.
Gotham
I didn't
Knights.
know that
Okay,
was a
so
thing.
this
Oh, is that the 4 Robins and like
no,
a?
that's what you would expect. This Gotham Knights, CW Gotham Knights, is Batman's son, who is not Dick Grayson, is not
Damian
Jason
Wayne?
Todd,
Jason Todd.
is not Thomas Wayne, or is not
Todd.
is neither of the Robins. He's just a completely new character
Oh, that's fine.
named Richard something.
But he can still be a. That's still.
No.
I mean,
that's still
nickname.
Dick Grayson.
Nick.
He didn't know. No, he didn't. No, he's not Richard. I don't know what his name was.
We
It
just
wasn't.
We just
he wasn't
reset the
around.
We
cameras.
said five.
Yeah, we're fine.
And then so, so he was he didn't know that his dad was Batman.
That's fine. Batman don't even know he's Batman.
The worst.
I mean, Bruce Wayne doesn't even know he's Batman.
And the other characters were Joker's daughter, a Robin,
Joker had a dog. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
a Robin that is a girl that no one knows.
Robina?
Something.
Robina.
And then
Robinette.
two other random kids.
Are they like Cyborg and like Beast Boy too?
So there's just nothing to do with any of the original characters from any other.
Well, you can still make a good show. They just
was awful
murdered
show.
it though.
It was
They
awful
still
show.
just murdered it. Okay, I can understand.
No, she
that
wrote.
sucks.
So y'all don't want to cook him about him not liking Arrow?
Arrow was fantastic up until season 4.
I think Arrow was bad when they made a show about Green Arrow.
I never watched The Flash.
You never watched The Flash?
The TV show.
Are you just not a
You just
DC
need
fan?
to watch The Flash
My
up until
brother
season like
tried to give me
3.
the, that's like you trying to watch anime. It's just not.
That is true.
That's
That's a respectful
also true.
opinion. That's a respectful.
That is also true. Bro, The Flash was good until like season 4. That was it.
I finished The Flash.
Savitar was like the last good guy.
That is sad.
I finished The Flash, all of it.
I can't believe you finished The Flash.
I was
What about-
super into DC.
What about Supergirl though?
I never finished it. I think I got to the last season.
I never watched them.
Season 2, trash.
Trash.
Trash or pass.
Trash.
Okay,
And pass.
You got an outro, Hezzy?
Trash and pass.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
So
Is that it?
Apparently.
Okay.
Truth juice.
So we
Well-
like to.
He doesn't know.
This guy trying to take my outro. You see this?
You trying to take your outro?
Trying to,
All right,
No,
so
go ahead.
I hit y'all
don't make me,
outro.
don't make me cook you.
Go ahead.
I'll cook you too.
So thank you guys for
Hey.
tuning.
No. So
Thank everyone.
Hey,
We would
let's
like
all
to
do the
thank-
outro at the
all
same time. Ready?
Oh, yeah.
Go.
Oh,
Thanks for
so
coming
we
out to
all
True
tried
Juice.
to-
Thanks for
Yeah.
watching our
Tell them.
episode. Oh, he cut off my thing.
good.
All
All right.
We back. All right.
So,
So
we would like
thank
to
you
thank
guys.
our
Thank
guests.
our
Coming
guests.
on.
We'd like to thank Gio for coming
Thank
on the
Gio.
show.
Thank Gio for
Thank
coming
Gio.
on tonight.
Thank Gio.
I'll let you go.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Like-
Make sure
No.
Hey, you're taking his outro.
Oh, my
We'd like to
bad.
thank Gio
Thank
for
Gio.
coming, and we would like to
Thank Gio.
He's starting
thank
to
you for coming.
Thank Gio.
So this has been the Truth Juice podcast with your boy
Juice.
Uncle Stu.
Hesitation.
Zay.
Thank
Just
you, Gio. And we'll catch y'all next time.
Wait,
Hit that like button.
hold on. Make sure you smash that like button. How should they smash the like button?
Oh, just a second. So I heard something today. So no one knows that we have a TikTok at Truth Juice Podcast, Instagram Truth Juice Podcast, and a Snapchat apparently.
Yeah,
Apparently.
Juice Juice
That's
podcast.
kind of, that's like,
Also,
And we're trying to get on Spotify and on other
Spotify.
podcast platforms.
on YouTube.
Stay with us.
On YouTube, hit the bell so that you get a notification.
Yes.
Because YouTube is dumb. I mean, YouTube is very smart.
Very smart.
very intelligent.
Put that over my YouTube is dumb.
Yeah.
And then
This-
Very demure.
This is our 6th episode, so
hit
we do
the
have
bell.
multiple episodes, so watch them all. And we will
Yeah.
catch you next
How do
time.
you hit the bell though?
You just
You literally go to the
Click it.
Bro, you didn't
page.
do the.
Like Hulk.
I'm not done.
Oh.
Sorry.
So hit that like
That's my
button,
bad.
leave some comments in the down below.
Leave the comments.
And smash that like
Give us some
button.
comics.
Absolutely ignore Isaiah with the like button. And Hame, Kame, Jame, Ya. That like button. And we'll catch y'all later.
Oh my god.
Truth juice.
True juice.
Truth
Can
juice.
I remind you tonight that what you and I are a part of in the Church of Jesus Christ was not started on the backs and the shoulders of a bunch of theologians with PhDs who bounced out of their seminary and then went in the highways and byways. You know who this was started by? It was started by men the Bible called unlearned. That means they knew nothing. But these unlearned men obeyed Jesus, got in this place called the upper room, and they sat there and they said, God, we're going to wait until you show up. And something called the Holy Spirit fell on the upper room, and the 120 people in there bounced out of that upper room looking drastically different than they had when they walked in. And you know what they did on the other side of that? They changed the world. They flipped this world upside down.
That was awesome.
Truth juice.
That's gonna be the longest.
That is gonna be the longest outro that we've ever done.
We had mad time to like.
That was great.
Y'all got 20 minutes. Truth juice.
I still don't think Rain Arrow is good. At
Bro, you're wrong. You think Deadpool Wolverine is not there?
You still think you're right, though.
This is why I'm not watching Naruto, because your opinions
Bro,
I watched Naruto. I finished the whole thing.
You said Demon Slayer was a baby anime. I don't want to hear
That
it.
was crazy.
a baby for a grande.
That's big.
A baby anime that's grande. You get what I'm saying? Like,
You can just say a starter anime.
a starter anime,
Calling it
but
a baby anime.
pretty big for us.
It's small, but it's big. It's massive.
It's
but
a grown show.
Big one to use. That's my wife.
growing show.
I'm white. I think we already covered that.
Hey, when I get those test results back, I'll